restaurants are working to solve the labor shortage by adding robot wait staff. Robots are greeting guests, delivering food, collecting dirty dishes. Hospitality industry leaders say robot servers are easing the workload. The issue is whether customers feel like a bot can give the same level of hospitality as a human. Grab your phone, scan the QR code at the bottom right of your screen. It'll lead you some of the best deals and information on bestreviews.com. Jacob Palmer, Senior Director of Content Operations, is right here with me right now. Where are these robot servers? I've lived in some of the biggest cities in the country. I have never seen a robot server.
Well, I think they're one of those things that as soon as they get planted anywhere, there's going to be news coverage about it and everybody's going to be interested in it. We've seen some reports coming up in the middle of the country, I believe in Michigan and Pennsylvania and other places where, they're popping up. And once they pop up, they're going to be on TikTok.
And I've seen them in maybe Asia, you know what I'm saying? Like in China, Hong Kong. But what has been the response to the technology? Are they able to keep up?
Yeah, well, the way that this works, basically, especially when this, with globalization and the global economy, is that once they start popping up one place and a business owner sees that it saves money, you're going to start seeing them in other places. And the reception of them, like everything these days, has been pretty mixed. A lot of people say that they're missing the human touch. You're not getting that same experience, that same hospitality, like you said. But then others like the experience. They there's a lot of people out there that check the "don't talk to me" box on Uber. They don't want to talk to their barber either.
What?
And so there's depending on who you are, you might love it.
What's wrong with people? You don't want to talk to your barber. That's your therapy for most people.
Well, it certainly is for me. I'll tell you that much.
I mean, come on. That's part of the experience. That's part of what you pay for. One company in California reportedly expected to distribute more than 10,000 robots to 44 states by the end of 2023. So maybe then we will see some robot waiters. But there are some who say these are not taking away jobs from people. Is it because of the staffing shortage that they can say that?
Well, that's kind of up for debate right now. Ultimately, I think the business owner's intent is for them to take away jobs or to at least lessen costs. And what we're thinking and what we're expecting for consumers is for them not to see those savings trickle down to them, at any time soon. We've been hearing a lot from business owners about labor shortages, about toughness in terms of being able to create margins with higher costs of renting space. So if they're able to scratch out a little bit more margins by employing robots as opposed to as many humans, we don't expect those to come down to price anytime soon.
All right. Do you have to tip a robot?
Well, what we're seeing so far, no, but maybe with how Americans are in tipping, how much we love to do it. If you truly love the experience, if you really want to make sure the people that are around still doing some of the other service work get paid and get paid fairly, we do expect they're probably going to still keep that line on the check at the end of the night.
Yeah, I'll definitely tip the humans. I may not tip a robot, but I'll tip the people who have to work with the robots. Thank you so much, Jacob. For more on all of this, you can use your phone, scan the QR code. The bottom right of your screen is going to disappear in just a second, but it will take you to bestreviews.com/NewsNation. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.